2.7 Kiss FM. It's time for Ryan's Roses. If you think something's going on behind your back and you want peace of mind, that's what this is. So Hayley in Granada Hills reaches out and she goes, I don't know if I'm being paranoid, but my husband came back from a work trip and I looked down and he had a pair of knee burns on his body.
Whoa.
Knee burns on his body. Now, you don't get knee burns on your body unless something has happened.
That's not true.
This to me...
Okay.
You normally get your knee burns, Tanya.
I mean, sometimes if I jump after Sunny, like, and my
knee burns,
my knees run
like
across the
rug
carpet.
burns on
Yeah,
the knees?
yeah.
You get rug burns.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't get like knee burns, but I can understand like my knees almost like getting bruised from being on the ground so much with the kids and stuff.
I think if you were to get down on this floor and look at the exact spot and where the knees burn, this is a problem. That's what she's saying. This is a problem. The guy went on a work trip. He's not running around with his dog on his knees.
Oh, right. The work trip does throw it a little bit.
What does he do for work?
Well, that's why she's here. So she just doesn't know, am I being paranoid or is something going on? But he comes back with rug burns on his knees, knee burns. I don't know. Hayley, good morning, and thank you for reaching out. So I agree with you. I don't think you're being paranoid. I think this is a real issue. I mean, to get rug burn on your knees, that's pretty intense.
What did he say? Like why they were there?
Well, he said he had a work trip in Vegas, and when he came home, he like had no actual reasoning for it. Like I noticed it, and he just goes, "Oh, that's so weird, huh? I have no idea." And then a few minutes later, he comes back and he goes, "Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. It was I had to pack my suitcase and I had to kneel down on the floor for a long time, and that's how I must have gotten it."
But kneeling down on the floor and rug burn are different actions.
It's true.
To a result.
Like the redness
100%.
would go away after an hour.
And were both knees equally as rug burned?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Had
it
rug
was
burn
very
on your knees, guys?
noticeable.
It's painful.
No.
And to get there, you've got to. It takes a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So it just didn't make sense to me at all. And I'm still trying to not be so paranoid about it. But, you know, like I have just this history with like my dad cheated on my mom and I'm pregnant. And I just want to make sure that I'm not just being over emotional.
There it is. The history.
I don't think you're being paranoid. But we are going to make the
Okay.
call to your husband here. Can you hold on 1 second? We need to get this Ryan's Roses call done. Here's what you should be thinking about. Hayley's married 2 years. Her husband goes away on a work trip, and he comes back with rug burn on both his knees. It's questionable.
It's not great. And what makes you such an expert on rug burns?
Just rug burns? I mean, I've had rug burns
On the knee.
over the years.
Yeah, I feel like you're
specifically.
very aware of how
Well,
painful that is.
I've had rug burns. Haven't you had rug burns on your back before too? Like you just
No.
you get rug burns. They're painful.
No, haven't had that.
I think anybody that was growing up camping like out in the athletic, out in the wild, you get a rug burn here and there. It's painful and it stings too. You just don't eat. What I'm saying is, it takes a lot of friction to get a rug burn. It's not a
Camping.
bruise. He said it was pressing his knees while he was down packing. It's not. Like I do it all the time. I don't get rug burn.
Why do you do it all the time?
I
What do you-
pack my clothes. I have to travel a lot.
Oh, I thought you got rug burns on your
No,
knees
I
all
pack
the
my
time.
suitcase all the time down on my knees and on the floor. I don't get rug burn from it. I mean, I packed a lot of suitcases in my day.
Well, put on a bench. It's bad on your back.
Hayley, we're going to call him. I don't think you're being paranoid. I want to find out how he got the rug burns. He says it was because he was kneeling down packing his suitcase. I don't buy that a second. I just don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
could you say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and then his name? Go ahead.
Ryan, you absolutely have my permission to call Jared.
So be very quiet. We are going to find out if he sends the roses to you or maybe he's thinking about someone else and that gives us the information we need. We don't know. So good luck and here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jared?
There is.
Hi, my name is Rita. I'm calling from Paradise Arrangements. How you doing this morning?
Good. Good. How are you?
I'm good. We're actually an LA-based flower company, deliver all over LA, even parts of OC. We're offering a promotion today. If you're interested, it's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like.
Oh.
They're absolutely free. I don't need cash from you, credit card info, or anything like that. We're just trying to promote our business. It's something we do about once a month, and you can send them to anybody that you'd like, and they can receive them by lunchtime today.
What's the catch?
Refer us to friends and family if you like our arrangements. Come back as a customer one day. Leave a Yelp review. Any of those things.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You don't need a credit card, right?
Nope, I do not. We can start with the name of the person you want to send them to.
All right, fine. So her name is Terry.
Okay. How do you say Terre?
No, Teri.
Teri. Okay. And what would you like to put on the card for Terry?
Let's do, so we make a great team.
We make a great team.
Jared, your voice is being on the radio. Can you tell us who Terry is and the team you're talking about? Got your wife, Hayley, on the phone. This is the question that's on her mind. Thank you for staying on with us. Who is Terry?
You gotta be kidding me.
Your wife is on the line.
Yeah.
Terry is my supervisor.
And what else is Terry to you?
That's it. She
That's
is my
it.
supervisor.
You're going to send her roses? Terry roses will make a great team? Just supervisor? That's it?
Don't tell me what the hell's going on.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Hayley is concerned. She thinks you're cheating on her. You come back from a Vegas work trip with rug burn on both knees. Takes a lot of friction to have rug burn.
What?
So were you with Terry?
No, Terry's like 60 years old. My wife knows that.
Well, who were you with in Las Vegas?
This is ridiculous. I've already discussed this with my wife.
That doesn't make any sense, Jared. It still doesn't make sense. Nobody thinks that your excuse is real. Nobody gets rug burns from packing a suitcase. It just doesn't happen. You're lying. And I just want to know what it is.
Okay. Listen. The real reason is that I got into a fight with Paul. That is the reason.
On your knees?
What? Paul? What?
Yeah.
Who's Paul?
Yeah, I said something I shouldn't have, and he shoved me as I was walking away, and I landed on my knees.
You landed on your knees and got rug burn from that?
Like what? Yeah. You weren't wearing pants or what? What? That doesn't make any sense to me.
They were just really no. They were just really thin, and they ripped, and that was
Why didn't? Okay, if this was true, why didn't you just say that? This still doesn't make sense to me. Why didn't you just tell me?
Because Paul is technically, he's above me, and I didn't want you to think I was putting my job at risk by, trash talking to him or mouthing off to him. So I just didn't say anything.
Okay, well then, what about where are those pants? I didn't see any ripped pants from your trip coming back in the suitcase. What happened to them?
Because I threw them out. I didn't even bring them home. What?
I don't. This is not adding up. This is still. You're actually just making me more upset because this is not.
Because you're paranoid. You're paranoid.
Oh my God.
But Hayley, tell Jared why your mind goes to this and why you don't have security in your marriage.
Well, he should know. I've told him. Jared, my dad cheated on my mom. He left us. It has created the biggest rift in our family. And you knew that I had a trust issue with this kind of stuff. And,
I wouldn't
what
do
you're
that to
saying
you.
is,
You know that.
I don't know because you're lying to me right now. I can tell you're lying to me. This just isn't, that doesn't make sense how someone could push you and you fall and you get a rug burn. That still doesn't add up to me, Jared. I just don't know what else to say. I don't trust.
I don't know
you.
how
I don't trust your answer.
I don't know how else to calm you or to make you feel more secure.
Well, if you would actually tell me what the truth is, Like, honestly, I don't even care if you are cheating on me. I just want to know. At this point, I'm just fed up with all the lying and everyone lying to me, and I really, really need someone to just tell me the truth. So can you please just tell me the truth?
That is the truth. I love you. I am not. Terry is 60 years old. I've been working with her for, 7 years now? There's no, that's not true. I'm not with Terry.
Are you with anybody else?
Someone else?
No, I'm not with anybody else. I'm with you, Hayley. I am with my wife, Hayley.
Right.
That
Look,
is it.
Hayley, we're going to let you go. I get it. It doesn't add up to me either. And you know your husband, if he's not telling the truth, you've got to continue to chip away at what's happening here, what he's covering up. And good luck to you, Hayley. What do you think? I think he's lying about something.
The fact that he initially lied.
Right. So why is he covering something up?
Yeah. He already made up the suitcase lie. Now he's talking about the being pushed lie.
Ryan's Roses. Let me play one more song. The other thing with this Ryan's Roses this morning on Kiss, there's a fine line between thinking you're being paranoid and being onto something.
Yeah.
Like it's such a fine line. 102.7 Kiss FM. All right, good morning. It is Thursday, 6th day of June. Sisney's back from vacation. Follow this for a second. In your relationship, do you ever have that insecurity and then you start second guessing if your partner's being honest or faithful? And then you start thinking maybe you're being paranoid and reading into things too much. But then that paranoia may not be paranoia. It may be actually the fact something's going on. But do you trust yourself to think it's not paranoia? Do you follow your heart and try and investigate it? What do you do? Because we can create the narratives. We can be paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap easy to fall into. I don't think Hayley, who thought she might have been being paranoid, was being paranoid. Her husband is lying. So the dude goes away on a work trip. He comes back with rug burn on both knees. Lies at the first questioning from his wife. Says that he was down on his knee packing his suitcase and got the rug burn. Then we get him on for Ryan's Roses. He goes, okay, babe, I lied about that. Truth is, I got into a fight with Paul.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you just tell your wife?
I guess Paul's a manager at work. And they got into a physical fight. Like, first of all, we didn't even pursue that.
I know.
You get into a physical fight with somebody at work. It's your manager.
We said he mouthed off to him, and then Paul got mad and pushed him.
Then he dragged him across the casino?
Right.
Oh, no, yeah.
He got rug burn on his knees, dude. Like, what's that?
So tell the truth. Tell your wife that.
So he's lying. I'm gonna tell you. I think he's cheating.
Oh wow.
He's lying. I think he's cheating. And she also, to her credit, good on Hayley. She's like, dude, I know you're lying. Let me say that. She's like,
right. I can tell when you're lying.
I can tell you're lying. I can tell when you're lying. And she was right. He sounded like a liar. He sent the roses to Terry. We make a great team. Says that that's somebody that he works with, supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's Terry's cheating with, but somebody. Like, you don't get rug burns on your knees.
And he technically lied 3 times, because the first time she asked him, he said, I don't know, I have no idea. And then he came back and gave the suitcase story.
Elizabeth, we're in a bubble here. We all are listening together. What'd you hear?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I just hear lie after lie after lie. Like, first, like you said, he was denying everything, had no idea what happened. Then he was on his knees packing a suitcase. Like, who does that? And then, getting in a fight, even if you were pushed onto your knees, you'd get rug burns if you were on your knees for a while, you know? I think he's absolutely sleeping with the boss, 60 years old or not, or maybe sleeping with the guy that supposedly pushed him to the ground.
Wow.
Right, so let's say Hayley gets to the bottom of it. What does she do? Now what do you do?
I mean, she needs to figure out what she wants in life, and she honestly needs to go to therapy. If she has trust issues like this, she's clearly drawn to the wrong type of people. She definitely doesn't even need this stress. She's pregnant.
The trust issues are not going to go away.
No, she's got to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got those issues from, her parents.
Right.
Her dad.
Trauma.
All right.